Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot with this week's vlog update video type thing. Yay! We're all very excited. This week I do have a proper topic which we're going to talk about, a question that keeps coming up on the channel. I am going to do the Q&A, I'm not doing it in this, but I'm going to attach at the end. So if you guys want to leave I'm going to do a comment thread. I'm going to try to remember from the bottom of my heart, I'm going to try to remember the comment thread. And if I can, there will be a comment thread below. Boop. Not here, but like in the video bit, you know, on the YouTubes, and hopefully you guys can see that and comment and just leave a question. I'm going to pick a few out each week to do at the end of the general vlog video. That's how we're handling Q&As from now on, so I don't have to answer like 40 questions in a row and it's all a bit weird when I do it like that. So that's the idea. So interesting questions are the ones that are going to get picked, or ones that are very common that I haven't answered before, they'll get picked as well. I'm going to address one in a minute anyway. Now, as of right now, your right now, not my right now, weird that, it's kind of like a alternate dimension type thing. It kind of is, in some way. As I'm recording this, you're viewing this in like an alternate time frame, because you're viewing it not as I'm saying these words. So now for me is very much a different concept than now for you, whereas in normal values, now is the same for everyone. It's at this very moment in time, but this moment in time is changing, or something. It's 7:35 in the morning, and I haven't slept, so I'm a little. Anyways, so I am off at Insomnia 52 yesterday. Or just to clarify how the channel works, I run 2 playthroughs at once. Usually one dinosaur and one normal one, or one nature one, one normal one, or one nature one dinosaur one, that kind of thing. Never 2 dinosaur ones at the same time anymore. And usually at least one dinosaur game going, but not necessarily all the time, not 100% of the time. Usually something like that. And they both get uploaded every day, hopefully. I mean, there are deviances from that, obviously. And then there's a middle slot. I upload at the same times every day, which is 8, 9 and 10 English time, which isn't GMT at the moment. I believe we're in GMT +1. So it's 7, 8, 9 GMT +1? Or is it the other way around? I have no idea. Well, I upload at the same times. At 8 and 10 is the regular series, and at 9 o'clock is the other videos. So it's like a vlog video, or a Jurassic Park builder video, or a ballerina series, or, as was yesterday, Insomnia 51 update video, which was me being a prat in Tesco's. And it's really sad. I watched the video back, and I've uploaded it because I actually think it's quite a funny video. It's about 20 minutes long. It's not really about Insomnia, it's about me in Tesco's for like half of it, but I think it's a good video. I looked back, I was looking at myself, like, I don't look good in this video, and I really didn't want to upload it, and that's how vain I was being. I was just looking at it thinking, I don't look attractive there or there. This can't go online, but it's up anyway. So be nice, okay? Be nice. But what was I going to say? Yeah, hopefully, right now, again, that whole thing, I'm actually at Insomnia 52. I am going to post on the Facebook page about my seating and stuff at Insomnia 52. I'm not 100% sure yet, and I will be able to check on YouTube and stuff while I'm there. I just won't necessarily be able to record. I am going to try, bottom of my heart, this time to do regular vlog updates while I'm at Insomnia 52. So there'll be one on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. I'm going to try. No promises. It may be like Insomnia 51, where it's just like one big video a couple of days after the fact, because I'm kind of busy, you know, drinking and such things, which is missing from Insomnia 51. I promise, Insomnia 52, if I do just a big video, I will try to get a drunken video in there, because it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Announcements. Yeah, so I'm at Insomnia 52, so if you do message me and stuff, there's a good chance I won't see it until I get back, which, for all intents and purposes, considering Monday I'll be dead, will be Tuesday. I'm so excited about Tuesday. I'll explain why. What's a fun word? Anyways, what was I going to say? I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, Monday, hopefully. Monday or Tuesday. I'm hoping for Monday. Is going to be the start of Nostalgia Week. Now, this is an idea somebody gave me when I was looking for plans for a 100,000 subscriber celebration, which I'm going to check the channel quickly to see where we're at. It may be getting ahead of myself. Something drastically bad could happen in the next 4,000... No, Jesus. Something bad could happen in the next 3,831 subscribers. That is so close. That's crazy. Something could happen in that next number of subscribers that I never hit 100k. It could happen. I hope it doesn't. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I'm praying. But basically, the idea was for Nostalgia Week to lead up to the 100,000 subscribers. I actually think 100k will hit before the end of Nostalgia Week. But the idea is we're going to play games from the past that kind of made the channel what it is today, in my opinion. And in your guys' opinion, I took a lot of your suggestions, including one from kind of out of left field. I'm not going to tell you what the games are. I'm going to leave them as a secret. I've got a little list up here. But no, it's going to stay a secret till next week. There's 6 that you'll be expecting, 1 that you won't. It wasn't that popular of series. We did play it, completed it on the channel, but I love the game. Bottom of my heart, one of my favourite games of all time, and a few of you really loved it as well. And it didn't finish the way I wanted it to finish, so I'd like to go back to it. All the other usual, you know, Skyrim's going to be there. You know, Jurassic World Operation Genesis is going to be there. And then there's a couple of fun ones in there as well. So 1 episode a day, and the idea is they'll be sandwiched between the playthroughs, which basically means there won't be any Jurassic Builder or Battle Arenas next week, assuming everything goes to plan. They'll be back the week after, and I'll do a double episode or something to make up for it. But I haven't been touching Jurassic Builder, so it's a good thing I can kind of delay it in a way. I'm really excited about Nostalgia Week. So the idea is Nostalgia Week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Regular content around that. I'll cut one of them out for one day just so I can do a vlog at the end of Nostalgia Week. As soon as I hit 100k, we'll do a video right then and there with me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Dance, do something crazy. I can't believe it's nearly here. We're going to talk about that in a second. I'm aware I've said we'll talk about 20 things in a second, but can't really remember what any of them are, so we're going to ignore most of them. Right. I have a lot of stuff on my desk. It's kind of relentless. And a little kind of lemonade sitting in an empty yogurt pot. And my quilt, because I slept on the couch again last night. Whew. But I'm feeling good. I'm actually in a really good mood right now. It may be sleep deprivation. There's a good chance it's sleep deprivation, but I'm feeling pretty good. What was I going to say? I've got a lamp as well. Oh, do you want to see something cool? I just realised that's kind of like a strange thing you say to kids in the park. Do you want to see something cool? And then he reaches down. But no. It's my slipper. Got these when I was 10 years old. I've had these for 13 years now. Present from the girl I loved at the time. She never loved me back. Still a nice girl. Still a nice girl. I was 10. I also got Pokemon Snap that year. It was a good year. I got Scooby-Doo slippers and I got Pokemon Snap. It was like the best birthday ever. Anyways, so Nostalgia Week, and then basically after Nostalgia Week we'll do a few more days off regular content, and then the weekend after Nostalgia Week, which would be 2 weeks on Saturday, and I think this is going up Saturday, so 2 weeks today is when I'm going to do the, hopefully, no promises yet, I will announce this at a later time to make sure, and as per usual, the best way to keep up to date with this kind of thing is on the Facebook group, which is in the description. But we will do the drunken live stream to celebrate 100k. And just to reiterate for those who missed the description of it last time, basically I'm going to get 12 cans of beer. 12, will 12 do it? 12 should do it. I'm going to get 12 cans or so of beer. Maybe some shots as well. We'll invent some drinking games for games. Like say, every time I die on Skyrim, I'll do a shot. Something like that. We'll drink, we'll stream live on Twitch, and I will record it all anyway, so if you do miss it for whatever reason, I'm hoping it'll last a good few hours. It's going to be a big celebration. I'm going to try and get some party stuff, some balloons or something, I don't really know, but I'm going to try. I may do nothing, I may just get wasted, but who knows. If you do miss it, it will all go on the YouTubes. It's a nice excuse for me to have lots of content to put up for like a good couple of weeks afterwards anyway. But I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really fun. And hopefully everyone will join in. But I'll let you know on times and stuff. I need to make sure I've got nothing else on, but I shouldn't. So I will let you know ahead of time. I may have a date. I'm working on it. I was meant to see her. We're just going to talk. I was meant to see this girl on Sunday and couldn't for various reasons. Life went a bit mad. But nice girl. Anyways, A Q&A I wanted to address, one question I do get asked quite a lot, is about religion. And I saw a comment thread from one of you guys. On the Turok video, I said something, you're meant to love all of God's creatures, and I said it's a joke, because I don't believe in God. But the question came up, I thought you didn't believe in God, why are you saying in all God's creatures, kind of malarkey. So I'm just going to clarify my position on religion. I have done it on the Stomping blog before, but I'll do it again here because nobody likes the Stomping blog. And we're going to talk about, actually, before we talk about religion, we're going to talk about the Stomping Land. I am still not happy with the developers. I've had comments along the lines of, it's very hard to set up a games company, it's very hard to set up a development studio. You know, they've had to change a whole new game system, and I do not for a minute deny that the creator of the Stomping Land has had to put so much work in if he's actually porting it over to Unreal Engine 4. You've got to realise at the moment we are just taking his word for it. But let's assume he's telling the truth. Let's say the game is moving to Unreal Engine 4 despite the fact we've seen no evidence of such, but let's say he is, because he probably is. It'd be a weird thing to lie about. Let's say that's happening. That in no way whatsoever, at all, on any level, does that excuse 7, 8, 9 weeks or something of complete silence. It takes 5 minutes to hop onto a forum and go, guys, I am porting the game to Unreal Engine 4, will give me lots of more functionality, will make the game lots better in the future, better looking, better AI, better possibilities, the Stomping Land will be a better game with it. Thank you for the support, please just hold on for a few more weeks, maybe I'll have something to show you. Thank you for all the support, I really do appreciate it. Let's make this game amazing. Sincerely, whatever his name is, Jimmy. We call him Jimmy, it's not Jimmy, it's something like that. It's J-I... Jib. We're going to call him Jib. His name's not Jib, but we're going to call him Jib. Jib! Jib could have done that. I've just done it. It took me 4 bloody seconds to write something that would have appeased thousands and thousands of your paying customers. There's no excuse for that. Don't get me wrong. Stomping Land, if it updates, if it swaps over, whatever, I'll be all over it. We'll be back playing the game, episode every 2 days. I love the game. I think it's got so much promise. The developer is an idiot. He just is. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. It's basic business sense to not just abandon your entire fanbase into darkness. The only person who stayed around was Governor Ostrich, who had a contract, and I believe it ran down. This is what a contract running down looks like. I believe his contract ran down, and he stayed around and tried to talk to people and tried to settle the situation just because he cared about the game and stuff, despite the fact that he wasn't getting paid to do so. He was doing it because he's a nice guy. And because he realised it doesn't take that much time to hop onto the forums and say, guys, the game is being worked on. Now I understand if maybe GIF, we're going to change it to GIF now, maybe if GIF, you know, we couldn't tell people we were swapping to Unreal Engine 4, maybe that was a limitation. I didn't really intend to talk about this. Maybe that was a limitation. Okay, just say the game is still in development. Say things have come up, I promise I'm still here. Otherwise, people are going to think you're scamming them. And guess what? Everybody thought he was scamming them. Funny that, isn't it, you idiot? Oh, one day, this is kind of like another pipe dream of mine. I'd love to open a studio. A game development studio. One day. I mean, I've got no talent in designing games myself. I can design the box art. I think I'd be pretty good at that. But other than that, I'd like to hire a few talented people, set up a studio somewhere, make the games that I've always wanted to see made, make the games that I think other people want to see made, maybe be a dinosaur-focused game studio at the end of the day. It's something I'd really love to do down the line. And it still bugs me seeing people react in that kind of, like, it's just not how you handle it. I know that's how you not handle it. I think everyone watching the video probably is aware that he didn't really handle it in the way he should have done. Got very frustrated there, not really sure why. Yeah, but yeah, I'd love to set up a game development studio. It's definitely an option on the cards. I mean, not right now, definitely not right now. This is, let's say I get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and that will inevitably bring a little bit more money in with it. That's just the way it works. I don't really like talking to money about you guys because it's not why I do this. It's a nice perk. I'm never going to deny that. It does help. It lets me get a flat, it lets me do the playing cards, it lets me buy the games so I can actually show you guys the games. all that kind of jazz. Lets me buy 12 crates of beer for celebrations. Lets me design posters and give them away for free for you guys, which we are going to do for 100k as well. It's a perk. It's not why I do it, but if I get to 100, if I get to 1 million subscribers down the line or something like that, which nice little dream could happen, then a game development studio, that kind of thing, suddenly becomes an actual real possibility. And it's definitely something I've been toying over. I want to expand BestInSlot into like this empire of stuff. Maybe vaguely all dinosaur related stuff, but all just stuff. There's loads of it. BestInSlot everywhere. Shame I hate the name, but everywhere. Anyways, the thing I wanted to talk briefly about 8 minutes ago was religion. Yeah, because it comes up a lot, which is understandable. Religion's like a hot topic. Don't know how it's a hot topic. It's been around for many, many years. Not 3,000 years. The Earth is longer than 3,000 years. I'm sorry for those who don't believe that. 2,000 years. Some people believe the Earth was created when Jesus was born, I think. Am I making that? I'm probably making that up. That's Earth, by the way. This is Jesus. Okay, religion. I'm not atheist. I'm not really agnostic. I'm not unsure whether God exists. I am sure God doesn't exist. But I'm not atheist. Now that sounds weird. I have clarified this before, but for those who missed it, I am going to clarify my situation again. Basically, I am of the opinion that... Actually, before I go into it, I want to clarify that I like religion. I think religion... When it's not being forced down my throat at all, or it's not being used as an excuse for a tirade or a rampage or a war, as the case often is, or has been in the past, or when it's not used for the oppression of science, and when it's not forced on people in schools necessarily, I don't think people should be taught creation theory, because no. Sorry, no. No. You can believe in it if you want, but that should be a choice. That's a social choice. That's not an educational choice. People should not be offered the choices between creationist theory and, you know, the accepted scientific methods, and then asked to choose, or their parents to choose for them. Absolute crap. No. You are taught the scientific method, otherwise you raise a generation of ignorant people. And that's like saying the scientific method's definitely the right way, and obviously I personally believe it is. But I mean, there's plenty of very intelligent creationists out there. I just don't think it should be I don't think religion is a subject for the schools. I think it's something that's a family choice. It's a choice for you personally. I don't think it's something that should be ever forced onto a child in an educational setting. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's a far less offensive way of saying what I was trying to say. Right. I don't believe in God. I think I'll say, in my head, I'm 100% certain the Christian God, Hindu gods, Muslim gods, Sikh gods, giant flying spaghetti monster gods aren't real. In my opinion, just not real. Don't believe in them. No part of me believes in them. Even a teeny tiny little bit. The smallest little bit in the world. However, that's one hand. This is the God hand. God hand. On the other hand, this is the not God hand, I'm not against the idea of a higher power. I think there's a lot we don't understand about the universe, there's a lot we don't understand about our planet, there's a lot we don't understand even how our brains work, and all this kind of malarkey. There's so much out there we don't understand yet, and science, the great thing about science, then it's weird, religion often uses this as a stick to beat science with, but science can adapt, and science changes. And it's often said, oh, well, you know, you used to think the Earth was flat. And the fact is, nobody really thought the Earth was flat. But whatever. Christopher Columbus didn't say the Earth was round. Christopher Columbus, as far as I remember, thought the Earth was like a trapezium or a triangle or some malarkey. Christopher Columbus was an idiot. But that's the good thing about science. That science gathers new information and then changes its views based on the presented information. Okay, a lot of it's not going to be accurate all the time because we get new technology to develop our understanding, but it isn't based on information we had, you know, 2,500 years ago, 2,000 years ago. I don't understand how that's a stick to beat science with, but whatever. But because we don't understand so much, and because we are learning new things all the time, I'm not against the idea of there being something out there that maybe had an influence. I don't think it created the Earth or whatever, but it could have powers or something. It's more like a metaphysical thing. that we don't quite understand at this point in time. I can't shut myself off to that, because how could I? For all I know, there's a giant teapot floating around the moon right now. There's probably not, but I can't say there isn't. So I'm not against it in that kind of context. I'm not against a higher power. I'm just fervently not anti, but I don't believe in a religious God. I think if God does exist, it's not some guy sitting up there judging people. The idea of morality being judged by one person who then decides if you get into heaven or hell is inherently immoral, as far as I'm concerned. But I quite like the idea of something bigger than ourselves out there, because at the end of the day, humans are teeny tiny little things. Does that clarify it? I think the term is, it's not agnostic, but agnostic is as close as I can come up with. The idea is that in order to define whether there is a God, we first have to define what God is. And God, as viewed by society today, is not what I believe could be real, but God viewed in a different way could possibly be real, if that makes sense. Sort of. I'm going to end this here because this is going on substantially longer than I meant it to, but it is kind of like the last time I'm going to directly talk to you guys like this before I run off to Insomnia from my own perspective. So I wanted to do this, and representing, yo. I've been very lucky in my life to go to two fantastic universities, one really bad university that happened to have fantastic people in it. Aberystwyth was one of them. Great university, fantastic people, still people I love to this day. York and Preston. And if any of you are watching for any reason, that's so bad. That's so lame. Even lame is lame. Lame is a lame word. That's the inherent badness about the word lame. It's so lame that it's lame. And now every time I use it, I get lamer. And every time I say lamer, I get lamer. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Please do like, comment, subscribe. I don't know why the hell you do it for this video, but you may do, and if you do, you're crazy enough probably to be 100,000 subscriber. Oh, last thing. If any of you happen to see, because there's a small chance I'll be asleep, or drunk, or dead, when 100,000 subscribers hits, please try to get a screenshot. Please. I need that screenshot. I've got a screenshot at 25k. At 50k, I want 100k, then I want 250k, then I want 500k, then I want a million. That's the idea. I'd like to see the progression. I am going to try and get one myself, and I'm going to watch the countdown, hopefully. But I may miss it. So if any of you do see it and happen to get a screenshot, if you could send that to me on the Facebook page, that would be fantastic. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye bye. Hey folks, as promised, I'm going to start doing a little. Hey, what are you doing? A little Q&A type thing at the end of the videos every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. So all I'm doing is picking, I've got like a little list of questions that I took from a comment thread from 3 weeks ago now, because I keep forgetting to do this. I'm awful at remembering to do this, but hopefully I can answer. We're going to do a quick shoot Q&A type session thing. That's what quick shoots Q&As look like, in case you were curious. Okay, 5 questions. Sorry if your question didn't make the cut. There was a few that, like favourite dinosaur and stuff in this kind of malarkey that I've answered like 500 times, so we didn't do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Let's go. Question 1. What do you think about the mutant T-Rex type dinosaur thing in Jurassic Park 4, otherwise known as Jurassic World? Right, so basically, this wasn't really a question as much as a discussion point, but it's something I wanted to talk about because we haven't talked about it yet. Basically, in Jurassic World, the park has been open. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. Spoilers about a minute ago. The park has been open long enough that people are actually starting to get bored of it a little bit. Visitor numbers are starting to drop. So the makers, the dinosaur peoples at InGen, decide we need to do something about this. We need to create like a super dinosaur that'll attract all the peoples. So they create another dinosaur that's like a hybrid of certain other dinosaur species. We don't really know what yet, but there is some hinted at concept art, I think, of what this dinosaur could look like, and it's just like a type thing, and it's gonna wreck. It's gonna be like the T-Rex of Jurassic World, if you get me. As a theory, I actually quite like it. I think the one thing the films never really played up is the fact that these dinosaurs aren't dinosaurs. These are genetic toys, essentially. The things made to look like dinosaurs that aren't really dinosaurs. Now, Ian Malcolm definitely mentions this in a way, but it's different. Like, they've got the lysine contingency, they wouldn't typically be used to our environment, all this kind of jazz. They look like dinosaurs, but they're not strictly dinosaurs. So, whilst that has moral implications as well, as in, like, if we bring back a mammoth, isn't necessarily a mammoth, blah blah blah. The whole genetic kind of side of it, because Dr. Henry Wu's back in this film as well, is something that's never really been touched on that much in the films. It's a lot more in the books, but it's not really so much in the films. So it'd be really nice to see them playing around with the genetics a little bit more and to come up with something cool. And it also lets the design teams and the artistic teams and that lot just come up with something mental, which will be fun, you know? As long as there's lots and lots of realistic dinosaurs in there as well. Okay, and this was like a follow-up question by somebody else, but different question, but it links. Well, if I could make a mutant dinosaur combination, what would we combine? Like, if you could put like a few dinosaurs together to make like a super dinosaur, what would it be? Let's see. What aspects of a dinosaur do we like? I like the shattered. I like the sail of the Spinosaurus. I think whatever we go for has to have a sail. Okay, that's like what I quite like the idea of is imagine a raptor hybrid with a Spinosaurus. So like we're talking, let's say Deinonychus, Utah raptor kind of size, with a like a crested spine sail type thing, bulkier, and a frill, because why not? And it's got wheels. Maybe without the wheels. Or a bit of Triceratops in there. Give it some horns. That was really creepy. I did something with my left hand, but I didn't know my left hand was on the screen. So when I looked at the screen, like so, I thought it was a ghost, basically. So yeah, something like that. I don't know. I've not really thought about that. I'd like to look at that a little bit more. What would you do, guys, at home? What would you mix if you slam some dinosaurs together to make a super dinosaur? Okay. Ooh. Next question. Pick a cryptozoological creature that if you could prove its existence you would. Like, if any of the cryptozoological creatures in the world were real, which one would you want to be real? Like, which one would you want to prove exists? I thought that was a really good question, because I don't know. I've watched a lot of stuff on cryptozoological creatures. By and large, I don't believe in them. I think most of them clearly don't exist. I think the Loch Ness Monster clearly doesn't exist. Chupacabra, blah blah blah, all this kind of malarkey probably don't exist. The only one I think is vaguely realistic is the Yeti. Just based on the environment more than anything, and it's probably got the largest body of evidence compared to all other cryptozoological creatures. So the abominable snowman would be the most likely. It wouldn't be the one I'd bring back. I like the ahul. The ahul is this giant, terrifying bat in South America. Is it the bat or is it? There's one that's a Trandon. There's loads of cryptozoology. There's loads, and I've seen too many programs to be able to give like a definitive answer after one. I love the Chupacabra as well. There's something about the Chupacabra that I really like, just like this hunched over imp type thing, demon effectively running around at night, sucking the blood out of goats and stuff, and then scampering off into the darkness. It's awesome. Awesome. Nessie would be pretty cool. I can't want the Loch Ness Monster to be proven though, because Scotland's trying to get independence from England, so I'd barely be able to go see the bloody thing anyway. Oh well. Where are we? Oh yeah, two more. I'll do that one last. What is your most played game? I thought I'd do one that's game relevant. Most played game of all time is admittedly probably World of Warcraft. You know, I used to in high school, so that's God, 7 years ago now, something like that. Back when Burning Crusade first came out, I was like a hardcore raider for all of Burning Crusade. I was on 8-10 hours every single day. I'd get home from college, I'd get home from high school I should say, 4 o'clock, I'd be on for 8 hours, go to bed, go to high school, come back, go on again. Did not have a fantastic social life, to tell you that. So in terms of time played in that kind of game, overall game is definitely World of Warcraft. In terms of other games, in terms of not MMORPGs, I think Fallout 3, you know? I think Fallout 3 still holds it. I've got hundreds of hours in Fallout 3. Hundreds, like 500-600, something like that, if not a bit more, across all my playthroughs. yeah, I'd say Fallout 3. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, they're all up there. Tends to be Bethesda games. Dragon Age Origins would be up there as well. Football Manager would be up there. FIFA would be up there. There's certain types of games. It has to be sorry, my nose is the itchiest thing in the world. Certain type of games, it has to either be like a big sprawling RPG that you could theoretically play through a few more times, or pick up and play multiplayer probably games. So we're talking the FIFAs and stuff. Counter-Strike Source, I've played loads back in the day. Played a lot of Modern Warfare 2 as well, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fallout 3 though. That's my choice for now. When Fallout 4 comes out, we're gonna play the hell out of it. Final question. What weird exotic food do you want to try most? I like this question because I kind of love trying weird exotic foods. It's like one of the main reasons I go on holidays to eat freaky stuff. One thing I'd love to try, and the name, you know what, I'm going to Google the name. I can't remember what it's called. Ah, okay. Balut. For those who don't know, I'm sure you do, it's quite a famous item. Balut is basically the egg, like a chicken egg, and it is it's far too late for me to be thinking. It's, what's the word called where it makes the egg into a baby chicken? I can't remember what it's called. Oh no. Usually you get an egg and it doesn't have rooster in it, so it can't become a baby chicken, right? Is that how eggs work? I don't even know how eggs work. I think it's stuff like that. Not been... I can't get the words. You guys know what I mean. With Balut, the chicken starts to develop, so it gets like little tiny bones and stuff, and it sounds really sad, but it's already dead anyway. Maybe it is cruel. If it is cruel, I don't want it. But as far as I know, it's not particularly cruel. But if it is, I don't want it. But if it isn't, basically it gets little bones, it gets the beak and stuff, and it gets really crunchy and weird, and apparently it's disgusting, but it is probably one of the weirdest foods in the world. So, try everything once. I'd like to try dog and cat. I'm hoping when I go to, I'm still hoping to go to Asia next month, Southeast Asia, like a couple of months, do a tour. I'm hoping to try loads of weird stuff while I'm there. So maybe I'll do a vlog on it. Or 10. I really need to plan that trip out. Anyways, yeah, question number 5. Probably Balut. Or snake blood wine, I believe is a thing. There's loads. There's tons. I am very much of the opinion, as long as... Like, there's things I don't want to try, like foie gras. Because it involves a lot of pain and discomfort to the animal in question. It's just cruel. I don't think it's ever worth... I mean, at the end of the day, we're top of the food chain. We need to eat. We need to kill chickens and crap to eat, to survive. I mean, we don't. We could be vegetarian, but the fact is, our presence at the top of the food chain means we can be omnivorous, and that's okay. When it goes into abuse, like real abuse, just for some fancy thing that people think is really posh and whatever, that starts to rub me the wrong way. There's doing it because, you know, it's just the natural order of things, and there's doing it to be a dick about it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of wired. I'm wired or I'm really tired. Basically, I'm going to explain as well. Basically, I've got an exam tomorrow at 9 AM. So I'm going down to Preston for 2 nights to stay in the hotel and go to the exam from the hotel, and then I'm going straight from Preston to Insomnia 52. So I'm not coming back. I'm leaving in about 9 hours, 10 hours, something like that. I'm going down to Preston. Got so much to do before then. Leaving in about 10 hours, going down to Preston, checking into the hotel, probably falling asleep, getting up, say 4 o'clock in the morning, revising until my exam hits, going to the exam, coming back, then I've got a day in Preston, then I've got another exam Friday afternoon, then go straight to Insomnia. So I'm not going to be home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I get back Monday. 6 days I'm going to be away. So I've tried to record lots and lots. I have failed to record lots and lots. Hopefully there's content until Friday, and then there's a vlog on Saturday, nothing on Sunday because there never is. I'm going so bug-eyed. And hopefully we'll be back Monday, it might be Tuesday. And then Nostalgia Week's going to start. Yay! Okay, thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Did I do this in the vlog? Did I say bye in the vlog? I can't remember if I said bye in the vlog. I recorded the vlog like 10 hours ago. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely did this. Thank you for joining me. You know, thank you. I'm not going to do a Q&A next week. I'm going to do it every other week. Next week I'll leave a comment thread. Next week you'll be able to leave a reply underneath saying comments. But not this week. Just so I can mix it up a little bit, you know? This went on. Stop it. Stop. Eyes. Eyes. What's wrong with you? This went on far longer than I anticipated. Cheers. Much love. As always. Bye-bye.